Another viewer request, my wheel dock. As I said in the intro, I'm going to review something that I've had a couple of questions on in previous videos. People have asked how I keep my motorcycle upright when I'm doing maintenance videos and repair videos. Like, for example, when I did the chain on the Pan America or just regular routine maintenance on the Road Glide. What I use is what you see in front of me. It is a WheelDock motorcycle dock. So what it is for holding a motorcycle upright. And the way it works is the front half of it's pretty typical for a wheel chock. It has a front support and then an end for the wheel to sit in. So the way it works is you ride a motorcycle in up until it touches the front of it. What's unique is from here on back. And the way it works is once the motorcycle's in place, there's this arm that sticks out. That arm releases a hydraulic piston that brings a lever mechanism that holds it in place. And then this arm sticks out far enough, even past the floorboards on a Road Glide. So you ride in and then you press down on here, and that releases this mechanism that squeezes the front tire in place. So this is what I use when I'm working in the garage. It is also very useful for on the trailer. I've used this to carry all kinds of different bikes on my trailer. I'm going to insert a couple of pictures, say here, of it in use when I brought my 2021 Pan America home on my small utility trailer. So the one you see in front of you is WheelDock. They designate it as size number 4. And size number 4 has a spacing between them that is 5 1/8. So depending on the tire size, and in their selector, you enter in the front tire size or even the make and model of your motorcycle, and they'll tell you which version. Another feature that it has is you can see 2 key slots, one in the front and one in the rear. These key slots are there to allow you to mount this to a trailer. I'm going to reposition the camera and show you how I've mounted this into my small utility trailer, and then we'll go ahead and put the Heritage Softail into this on the trailer, and you can see how easy it is to hold a motorcycle. Here we are on the underside of my trailer, and my trailer lifted up so you can see this. The kit comes with these inserts that dig themselves into the surface of the trailer. So if you have a wood trailer, this digs in. I've left the bolts in place, and the reason I do that is I use this trailer all the time, and it gets salt and dirt and all kinds of stuff on it. So I leave this in place to hold the nut piece and also to keep the threads somewhat clean. So there's 2 of them, one towards the front and then one towards the back. All right, let's go to the top of the trailer and I will show you what they look like. Here we are on the top of my trailer, and you can see from the top there are the 2 fasteners that hold everything in place. Another thing you'll notice is I drew a line right down the middle. So this is the center line of the trailer. The front is in the center, but the rear is offset, and you'll see why in just a moment. So the first step of mounting onto your trailer is you install from the other side. I used washers here, and then you tighten it up to draw in the self-locking nut into the wood on the underside. I leave these in place so that over time those pieces won't rattle loose and fall to the ground. So you start out by loosening these up. You don't need to fully remove them. Loosen the front one, loosen the rear. So the kit comes with a 5/16 hex tool or Allen wrench that fits the bolts. The next step is to set this in place. What I found is the easiest is to set the front one in till it drops through, and then slide it forward, and then turn the rear and lock it in place. So what this does is it holds it side to side in the front and front to rear in the back. And if you look, I don't know how well you can see it there, the center line goes right through the center of the wheel dock. And then from here, it's just a simple task of tightening these up. One thing I didn't show you when I had this on the bench is how to reset the rear portion. It's awfully hard to do it by hand. So what I found the easiest way to do it is just put your foot in the middle and press down. And that locks it back in place. So now it is ready for a motorcycle to go in. So I've secured the bike in place just by putting one single strap on it so it doesn't accidentally roll rearward. But the way this works is if you look down here, this is the part that comes back up. And when you're on the bike, as you ride it up here, remember I was saying that the pedal sticks out past the floorboard. So there you go. Now you can see it. Let's go ahead and let's swing this camera around. And I will actuate this with my hand, and you can watch it go up into place. There you go. As you can see, it cradles the tire and holds the bike in place. Release the wheel dock. When I do that, the bike's going to want to roll rearward. So let's push it down and hold the bike in place. Squeeze the brake and get on. It'll stay side to side, but it does have a tendency to roll rearward. Next, we're going to go over the removal. Pretty straightforward. It's just the opposite of what we did to install it. So you loosen each of the fasteners, turn it to one side and lift the rear off, and then slide it rearward and lift the front off. And there you have it. That's how you remove it. One thing I do want to show you is how I store it. What I do is I release the rear, and then that allows me to set it up on end and swing the foot pedal down. And then I set it straight up and down, and that allows me to store it in a much smaller footprint. There you have it. So now you've seen the wheel dock on my table, on a trailer, and holding a motorcycle on a trailer. I'll go ahead and put a link down in the description on where to find it and the WheelDock website. They have a whole bunch of other accessories that go with it. And in fact, my next video is going to be on a spacer kit you can buy so that you can use a wider wheel dock on a narrow wheel bike. I hope you liked today's video. Please keep commenting. Give me ideas of other things to review or ask questions about things that are in my videos. That gives me more ideas of things that people might be interested in. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. I always need more subscribers. Hit the bell. You'll be notified of more content. And as always, thanks for watching. Go far with Brent.